What we are seeing today is that SaaS is becoming much more prevailing in many organizations. A lot of the current software is moving to SaaS. However, SaaS is very open, very flexible, which allows also hackers to take advantage of. So we see today a lot of attacks actually are taking advantage of the fact SaaS applications are not properly configured. A lot of the settings are disabled, are not properly maintained, and it continuously causes a drift of those configurations, which allows hackers to get easily into very precious data within the organization. Recently, the Cloud Security Alliance, CSA, released a report saying that 43% of companies, or every other company more or less, has dealt with SaaS misconfiguration attacks, and 63% of attacks in general happening are to some extent caused by taking advantage of SaaS. So it's really becoming a very eminent issue for a lot of companies today. So it's really difficult to get control of your SaaS. Covering your SaaS is really a mind-boggling task. There's a lot of SaaS applications roaming around the organization. First and foremost, you need to know what you deal with. Discover all of the SaaS applications. Get to know the lay of the land of who is using which SaaS application, where they are deployed in the organization. Secondly, you need to start monitoring all the configurations of those SaaS applications. And that's not an easy task because with the thousands of SaaS applications running around there, each one dealing with MFA differently, with password policy differently, and you have many admins dealing with various SaaS applications. You need to somehow centralize your view and continuously automate the process of monitoring those configurations and making sure that you don't have any misconfiguration drifts. So we at Axonius take a very comprehensive approach when it comes to SaaS management. First, we deal with the breadth aspect. So we go and discover all of the SaaS applications, all of the users of the SaaS applications that exist in the organization. Secondly, we deal with the depth. So we go within each and every SaaS application and we monitor the configurations and the settings of those SaaS applications, the actual behavior of the users of those SaaS applications. And finally, we add context. So we add correlation capabilities to make sure that you bring the right applications in the business context, that you understand the spend that you're having within the organization, so that you can really make sense with everything that has to do with your SaaS deployments within the company. So it's really great to be back at Infosec, at Infosecurity Europe after COVID. I love this show. I think it's the best conference outside of the US. I just came back from a Gartner event and from RSA, but here you feel it's big. So from one sense, you have really a lot of CISOs, a lot of security practitioners from all over Europe, but on the other hand, it's much more contained as a community. And there's a really sense of a security community here. So you really get in-depth discussions with very varied amount of organizations, of security leaders, and it's really, really great to meet finally people in person and to share kind of the needs and explore how we can support them.